They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw. Sloan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. Sloan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Telvin Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. First down. McDaniel. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 46.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down. McDaniel out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 49. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, McDaniel. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. It shoves him off at the 20. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10. McDaniel. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the gun, McDaniel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Now a handoff as they run left side. Open space inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndrew White with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cardinals are in for 6. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, McDaniel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff looking right. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on second down. McDaniel. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, McDaniel. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down near the 48-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from the desert after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Detroit, Detroit. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? You not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And it is now 21-0. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, McDaniel. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Final shot before break. McDaniel. His throw incomplete. So we reach halftime, and we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, look at business. Check 15, check 15. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Sloan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Good, good. Good, good.
Throwing again. McDaniel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Franks for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 39. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw on second down. McDaniel escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
Now let's go. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. McDaniel. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st down, McDaniel throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Back now here on EA Sports. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Detroit! All right, here we go. Green. No. Check. Hot. Watch 7.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDaniel. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a gain of 15 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. You got 4. You got 4. No. Check. Watch safety 3. Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw again. McDaniel is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, McDaniel. Flushed out right. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now they try the right side here. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Following the fumble recovery, McDaniel is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Left, left, left. Watch left, left, left. Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, McDaniel. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Hey, hurry up.
Operating from the gun, McDaniel. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's a pickup of 21, and the Seahawks are going to have a first down. From the gun, McDaniel. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Looking to throw on second down. McDaniel. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And back at the beginning.